everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A handoff to Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Barkley is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Justin Fields. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw here, Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Extra point good by Hopkins.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're
nowhere to go here, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
A shotgun snap. Fields gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Now it's Fields.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Two times. 4 down. Check. Hey, check back 45. Watch the crowd.
Play action. It's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
45 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
James has got it, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Dalton now to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant.
And the Lions are likely going to have a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
They'll run with Swift.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
31's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Baby, that's baby.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields to Barkley on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. 45's the mic. You. 45, mic, 45. Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check Mike 45. You can't block me. You can't block.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Here I come.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the pass.
To the air again, Fields. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing, Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 11 now.
44.
Play action now. Dalton. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run here with Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Andy Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3rd and long. It's Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now a first down throw. Fields
eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Hey, check right 45.
To throw is Fields.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
On first down, Fields
sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Kill.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Levi Onwuzurike able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here's Dalton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Azeez Ojulari
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Fields.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Now it's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Tony.
And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
On 1st down, Barkley, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Oh.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.